Thanks for... Did my voice sound deep? I feel like I was like, Christy. Well, everyone, this is Christy Wright. Oh, I feel like it's been forever.
I know. I feel like we're just getting to hang out.
Since you've been on this video vlog. But we work side by side together at the office, and then we travel, we speak, do media, all the above. And we're friends, which is like the huge bonus of it all. But Christy has a new book coming out called Business Boutique. Okay, tell me all about just not what's in here, but just like your passion in life.
Well, you know a lot about my story. My mom was a single mom, and she started a business when I was 6 months old to raise and support me. So growing up in the business, literally at times, really was the kind of beginning of my introduction to business. But then I got my degree in business and started my own businesses. And now I love taking that story and helping other women start businesses out of things they love, their hobbies or passions, all of that work and all of the research for years. And, you know, we've had events, the Business Boutique event for a couple years. And now we have a book. This is really the guidebook to help them make money doing what they love.
I love it. And it's a woman's guide. So ladies out there, this is for you. And I love it because there's so many of you out there that you have a passion, you have a skill set, and you've written in about this. Like, okay, so how do I start monetizing this? Because I want to make more money for my family, doing something from home. I want to be with the kids still. I mean, everyone's in a different place in life and all of that. And you address it all. So for a woman watching this, and she's like, okay, I do want to start something. Where do you start? What do you do?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I've noticed in my research is that it's not having too many things to do that overwhelms us. It's not knowing what to do. And so that's what this plan is. It's a step-by-step plan to walk you through everything you need to start, run, or grow your business to the level that you want to and define your version of success. So I'll tell you, one of the things that's overwhelming when you're getting started is you're doing everything yourself. All of the marketing, all of the services and making products, you're doing everything yourself. And so my first piece of advice would be to get help. And that's exactly why I wrote this book, was to give them the help they need, the answers they need to the questions that they have, and also just the inspiration and encouragement. Because as you know, it can be vulnerable to put yourself out there. So it's a lot of the inspiration to help them, give them that nudge to go out there and do the thing.
I love that. And it's amazing how something can kind of like be a spark plug and start to grow, and you may not even realize it. And getting that help really sets a strong foundation. Hair bows, I know this sounds silly, but like,
it's a thing.
People like love the big hair bow thing. I was like, I want a little petite, cute hair bow. So I started following this girl on Instagram. And so she sold stuff just via her Instagram account. And then she posted like a year later, she's like, I have my own new website. And like, I don't even know who this woman is, but I like literally watched her business grow. And I thought, oh my gosh, someone like that, she probably was so overwhelmed. I mean, maybe not, but I just think, you know, if it's just you, getting that help is so key. Whether you're doing something small from your home that starts to explode, or maybe you're stepping into like a really big idea and it's like growing right away. I mean, it's just crazy. So getting help, I love it.
Well, and two, you also really want to start small. And that's one of the things that overwhelms women. And you were talking about this, whether you're taking on a big idea. Regardless of the type of business, your to-do list is really long. So when you think about it that way, you're going, oh my gosh, like, where do I get started? Well, really, if you just start small, like just start by selling a few hair bows or start
on Instagram. And that's all you need.
Exactly. Helping a couple clients, whether that's graphic design or accounting or whatever your thing is. And when you start really small, it takes out the overwhelm and the intimidation factor. And then you just take one step after another. Each step you take fuels the confidence to take the next step. So if you start small, it really will reduce your freak out moments and you can keep going.
Which is huge, because I was even talking to a lady and she was wanting to take out a small loan because she was like, I just know this is going to work and I just want to go ahead and get all the supplies and get it going. And I was like, gosh, no, because that's your advice. Exactly. Even whether it's financial or it's your time, whatever, just start small, get it going, and it'll build upon itself. Love it.
The last thing to keep in mind is that fear is normal. And it's really interesting because I think that a lot of people think of fear as a red flag. If I have this business idea and then I get really scared about it, I'm thinking, oh, well, that's a sign. That means I shouldn't do this thing. It's a bad idea. It's a bad sign. I'm not qualified. You know, turn back now. And the truth is that fear is normal. Like, it's a normal part of the journey at every level of success. You and I, even when we go to a new speaking event, you get scared a little bit, even though you know you can do this thing. And so the reality is when you realize that fear is normal, you just do it scared. You just step out there anyway. And over time, that fear will lessen its hold on you.
That's so good. And it is such a real thing. And I think it's applicable for anyone, no matter where you are. There's always going to be fear in life, whether it's fear, you know, even going into a marriage or having a kid or a job, I mean, whatever it is, just keep pushing through. Don't make decisions based on fear. And so, especially if you're starting something out small, it kind of is vulnerable too.
It is. You're putting your heart on the line. Like we go to like Starbucks and pay $5 for a latte, and you don't think twice about paying that money. But like, if you're going to put a price on something you created, like a hair bow, it's, oh, but I made that. Like, it feels so vulnerable. It really does. And so we cover pricing, we cover making a profit. And even spend an entire chapter on fear, because I'll tell you in my research, I think the number one thing that keeps women back from living their dream and starting their businesses and making the jump is just fear. It's not a lack of knowledge or skills or resources or time or money. It's just fear. You know, we make excuses out of our fear that we don't have enough time or money. So I cover that in the very beginning of the book, and then go through some of those other things like marketing and pricing and all the other stuff you need to win.
I love it. And in addition to, you really speak to women no matter where you are. So you have 3 kind of categories of women you address, right? So talk about those.
Sure. So we have the dreamers, and the dreamers are women, if you're at home and you're thinking, I want to do something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe you stay at home with your kids and you want to start to create extra income, or maybe you don't like your job. A lot of people don't like their job.
Yeah.
In fact, 70% of Americans don't like their full-time job, which is really depressing. And so
7 out of 10 of you.
I know.
Get this book.
So seriously, you can start something on the side that brings you joy, and you can build that up, and that could become your full-time thing. So our dreamers are the people that are like, I want to do something, but I'm not sure what.
That's good.
And then our starters are those people that they have an idea, but they're not sure where to start. And then we have the builders. And the builders, those of you that have been running a business for a year or 2 or more, you might have team members. Maybe you're only online, but you want to have a retail storefront. Or maybe it's just been you, but you're ready to hire your first or second team member. And the builders are those of you that are ready to grow. And so this really gives you what you need to grow to the next level.
So good. It covers where you are. And I love that when you can get content or get something like a book like this that can speak directly to you. It sounds selfish, but it's what you want. If you're going to spend money, you're like, I want to be able to use it.
Well, and
you cover everyone.
Totally. And it's not just my ideas. Like, it's certainly based on my experience of coaching and being a certified business coach, but it's based on years of research. Like you know this. I would sit there in the office, y'all, and I'd be on the phone for hours and hours and hours.
I remember
taking
Christy,
crazy notes.
Yes, she would be in this room on her phone, and I remember she came one day, you were like, I got a headset.
Yeah.
I was like, you got a what? She's like, I got a headset. I don't have to hold the phone anymore.
I
was like, you are so, it was so funny.
I loved it. I could not write
excited.
fast enough, but that's what it was. It was the market. It was these women, the dreamers, starters, and builders telling me what they needed, telling me what they struggled with. And the themes were glaring. And so I knew exactly what I needed to write about because they told me.
It's so good. And something Christy talks about, I'm sure in the book and at your events, is stepping in, you say this, into your God-given gifts. And women out there, you have that. And if you have that and that's irking in you, push on that and say, okay, what is it that I am supposed to do on this earth? And if it brings a monetary resource like financial, what a bonus. I mean, that's great to be able to make money doing that.
Right.
And so to really equip, and I just love that you just give women permission.
Yes.
You give them permission to do what they love. And I just so appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I think you and I have even experienced in the last couple of years of having kids. It's like, it's very easy, I think, to lose your identity in motherhood. You've never been more proud. You've never been more obsessed about anything in the world than this child, but you kind of lose yourself. And you have to remember, like, God created you before these children. Like, he had things that you had gifts and talents that you offered the world. And it's okay if you want to do other things that bring you joy as well. I think it, in fact, makes you a better mom and a better wife and friend.
So good. I love it. Oh, there's my little one. So great. Okay, so you can get Business Boutique, the book. Again, a woman's guide for making money doing what she loves. That was such a good subtitle. So you can get it from
businessboutique.com.
Businessboutique.com. So go pre-order, because if you pre-order, actually you get
$60 worth of bonus items. So the ebook, the audiobook, a marketing basics DVD, a download, tons of stuff.
So good.
So it's a great incentive to buy early so you can get those bonus items.
Christy has different events all around the country, the Business Boutique events, where she goes and from stage, in person, teaches all of this, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you speak at these events. You know, it's awesome. It's so fun.
And I love it. And I don't want to all of the events we do are so fun, but Business Boutique, and I told Chris this, I changed my flight because I wanted to stay a day longer. Yeah, so I was like, really, it is so powerful. It's so amazing. Make sure to check out Christy and everything she's doing, and the Business Boutique book at businessboutique.com. Pre-order your copy today. Thanks so much, Christy.
Thanks for having
coming on. Thank you. High five. Yes. Love high fives. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being on again.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out this other great video.